On tonight's show, get ready to follow a band's dream and meet an inspiring Melburnian called Geeks.
And we find out what some women really experience in the workplace and continue our look into the history of Melbourne.
And we have a few little extras you weren't expecting. And I bet you weren't expecting me again. That's correct. I'm still not Aaron. I'm James Leonta. And I am still enjoying Aaron's digs, including the silk robes, temporarily of course. So welcome back for another fabulous edition of Melbourne 22.
And I am still Kate Garrard as well. So James, have you been at least enjoying some of the perks that Aaron usually gets? Because you know that he's on his third bunch of peeled grapes.
Perks, hey?
Yeah.
So that's how you got that little headpiece, hey?
Oh no, this is a fascinator, James.
Haha, that's fascinating.
Oh gosh.
Bad? Right, yeah, thought so.
It's for Oaks Day, which is tomorrow,
Yes,
James.
Oaks
so
Day.
Are you going? Are you going? What market are you going to go in?
I think I'll be in the Channel 31 Pavilion.
That sounds like a dream. So let's join Anna as she visits some musicians who are following their dreams.
Moving to the west side, forced to migrate there. Born into the east side with a law that doesn't care, without a friend.
Have you ever wondered what life would be like if you had followed your dreams, or perhaps you're living out your dreams right now? Well, we meet a group of guys doing just that.
Here are 23-year-old Bryn and Ben, who met whilst at boarding school in Perth. Their dream was to someday play music together.
Their control is in despair, fleeting from the outside of the walls they cover the electrifying fan.
Tell me, you've recently just come from the festival fresh. You got in,
Yeah.
and I hear you got second prize.
Yeah, we did. It's just a lot of unsigned groups around Melbourne. They come together and play a small set, and if they like you enough, they'll ask you to come back. And fortunately, we got asked to come back a couple of times and went away with a day in a recording studio. So it was really
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I just tried to view it as a gig rather than a competition, and it made me feel a lot more comfortable, because if you think competitively, you're not actually expressing anything, you're just trying to be better than other people.
And that's not what
Yeah.
music is about,
Yeah,
is it?
totally. I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna relax and just have fun on stage, not try and be better than people. If we win, we do. If we don't, we don't.
What advice would you give to people wanting to follow in your footsteps?
I would just say practice a whole heap, and then go out and networking.
Yeah.
Know as many people as possible.
Because there are people out there who'll be watching going, I want to be just like him.
It's the hair.
It's the hair and the facial hair. That is an impressive moustache.
Horrible.
You could almost do that and like,
I reckon I could actually.
you could, and get some gel on the ends and twist that up. So you wear a mask. Why? When you're all such handsome boys?
Well, thank you.
Is it a gimmick?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, and
You know
never
how everyone
questioned it?
has their animal?
Yeah, you're a zebra, are
Yeah,
you?
so-
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a giraffe. Now, what
Yeah.
animal are you in this band?
I'm the giraffe in the green
You're the
suit.
giraffe. I'm
Yeah.
a giraffe. How do you keep pursuing the dream? How do you keep your fire burning?
I just remember what it feels like,
Yeah.
and the drive inside, no matter what.
Where do you see the band going from here?
So now we've done our recording. I see us.
We've got it finalised.
We've finalised, mastered. We've got it. We've got something good, that we can put out there.
Everybody has a dream. What's your dream?
Well, Anna looked like she's having a great time there in that recording studio. Joining us on the couch now tonight, we have two individuals who are following their passion for photography. Alicia Begbie and Ivan Kemp. Welcome to the show.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for joining us, guys. Now, Alicia, I want to start with you. How did this all start for you?
It started when my parents actually gave me a little Kodak box brownie camera, and then it's just sort of progressed from there, starting off as a child and then getting to VCE and studying photography in VCE, and my parents giving me a nice Canon EOS 500 as a 17th birthday present. And then it's just kind of progressed from there to more recently using my iPhone and getting onto Instagram and just basically going from there.
You've actually won a couple of prizes as well. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, last year I submitted some photos to Census as part of the Yellow Pages Capture the Cover competition, and they chose a photograph that I took inside the domed reading room of the State Library to be a runner-up prize on the Inner City Northern Yellow Pages on the front cover of that. And the other, I guess, prize as such that I've only just recently been awarded, I submitted some photos to my Instagram page, and Tourism Australia actually regrammed one of my photos, and then they actually asked me and said, do you mind if we use the photo in our 2013-14 annual report? So,
that's really cool.
Yeah, and it was a photograph that I took just recently on a trip to Phillip Island, and it's inside the Seal Rock Centre down at the Nobbies. And so, yeah, that was quite a surprise to be offered that. So,
congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank
excellent.
you.
Now, Ivan, let's talk about your path. Was it something similar to Alicia, or
well, we both started off with a Kodak box brownie. In the 70s, I bought an SLR prior to going overseas and shot on slides and film. But it's really been, I guess, the last 8 or 9 years ago that I really became a passion for me, photography, and bought a DSLR, and I've since moved on to full frame. And I'm doing a part-time course, studying an advanced diploma at Photography Studies College.
Awesome.
And you've actually, you're about to release a photography-based ebook as well.
That's right.
When does that become available?
I've done all the photos, and I've done a fair bit of the text, but that's not finished, but probably about 4 weeks. I've decided what I'd do, because each semester my photography develops quite a lot, and I just take the best photographs from each semester and then put them into a book.
Lovely.
Excellent idea. Now, both of you, do you have any advice for young people who want to follow their own dream? Any solid words of advice?
Look, I'll probably start. You can spend a lot of time talking about things that you're passionate about, but I think sometimes you have to draw a line in the sand and just go ahead and do it. And I think that's probably the best advice.
Yeah.
And as I was growing up, my dad always used to say to me, can't's not a word, and you can't not do something. And so from that, I guess I've always kind of had an attitude of if you can do something. So I think the best advice that I can give someone is just to go out there and just do it.
Ivan, Alicia, thank you very much for joining us here on Melbourne 22. Two people who've turned their dream into reality are artists Rone and Phibs, whose work appears not only on the side of Melbourne's buildings, but also at the National Gallery of Victoria and internationally. Let's have a look as we go to a break.
Now don't get me wrong, who knows what the future holds, but for now, I wanna hold on to this electric feeling.
Coming up next, as a society, how far have we come in providing equal employment opportunities for women?